Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the end of month flip for my Moterm A6 agenda. I have a lot to cover in this video because of course I will be making changes, and I really want to go over what's working versus what's not because this has been my primary agenda. I'll go into more details in my A5 video, but for the most part that's just been my hourly / desk agenda. I've been spending 90% of my time in this planner, if not more. So I really want to go over all that, what's working, what's not. I just placed an order, so I do want to go over that and what y'all can expect and kind of like what I've been thinking. And then, as y'all know, I've been experimenting with different inserts through the unboxing videos to see what I want to use for 2026, and I have decided. So I shared it on Instagram, and then I definitely want to share it here. But yeah, I also have a favor. So hopefully y'all can tell, I found my blog lights. I went there and organized my closet just so I could find them. I typically rely on natural light, but since moving to the PNW, trying to find the right lighting in my videos has been interesting, right? And so hopefully this works for you guys. I welcome all feedback. I really appreciate it when y'all let me know that the lighting's off or you prefer it lighter, you know, different shots, whatever. I do read all the comments. I do read the messages on Instagram. Those just take me a bit longer to go through because there's always like spam mixed in there. But I always appreciate any feedback from you guys. So let me know what y'all think about the lighting. Comments are typically easier for me to see, so I would really appreciate any feedback on that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So as I was saying, this is my main planner. I absolutely love it. I ordered a few more things, but this has been just so great because I can take it with me. I love the size. It's been perfect. I'm so excited because I keep seeing comments that everyone's going to be trying A6 because the Moterm is a great planner in general. I absolutely love it. I love the quality, but it's also less than $100. And so I think it makes a great Christmas present. As y'all know, I gifted myself an A6 planner for last Christmas, and here we are a year later, and now it's my main planner. But I'm so excited for everyone who's trying A6 next year, and I hope y'all really like it just as much as I do. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. So up front, nothing has changed. Oh, let's go over pockets. So I've noticed, and for those of you who have been getting this agenda, because I've seen comments on that, I mentioned that I like to keep my accessories here. So I try and tuck them because they do move, because I do take this with me everywhere in my bag, between my office and the living room. And so I have this holder that comes with the cloth and paper orders. You get like the thank you card and your receipt and the freebie sticker in here. And so I just grabbed one of them to put the stickers in, and then this has helped with keeping the stickers together. Otherwise they've been shifting towards the middle, and so I've been keeping them in here and tucking it kind of close to the side for some support. Same with these, and so that way, oh, and then I keep the open part to the side, right? So that way it doesn't go in, but otherwise it does shift into the middle, and then it kind of bends the stickers. So to avoid that, that's been what I've been doing. And so far, I've been doing that for about a week now, and it's been working pretty well. So that's what's in the big pocket. I have the label stickers from ROSIE PAPETERIE here. I have the some planner cards in here. Not stamp stickers, what are these called? Label stickers from Cloth and Paper here. And then the spotlight and dot stickers from Cloth and Paper are also here. These have been the main stickers to kind of go with the theme. So that's what's in the pockets. I do keep whiteout and my lip gloss in here whenever I'm traveling or just in general, because they both fit. So here is my whiteout, and then my lip gloss. It is getting colder here, so I always have lip gloss on me, but I do love that I can put both in here, zip it up, and take it with me on the go. It is a little like popping out, but if I need it, I need it, you know? So when I'm at my desk, I don't need them in there because I'm using them, but I just want to throw that out there and then show you what it looks like. So that is the pockets. And so on the rings, I have my little setup of the where there's a will, there's a way dash, the fluted dashboard, and then the mountain dashboard from 8LOTUS. I also have the tab divider here so that it starts when I flip this open in the new tab. I also like the way it layers, which is why I have it this way. And then I just have a clip with an ollie clip, and then I'll have like a planner card and stuff in here. Like I've been using these inbox cards from Cloth and Paper from like forever ago, and I'll put them in there. I'm sorry, attach them in there, or like a receipt, or like I've done like a few returns instead of doing online shopping, I'll throw that in there until like I see the refunds processed, just to hold on to it. So that's what this is for. And then since this is the first tab, we have the upcoming section. And so this is part of what I feel like I want to change. So right now I have this dashboard. Since when you do flip this open, this is the first thing you see. I have this harder dashboard here, so that way these vellums don't lift. Vellums lift pretty easily, and I find that the cloth and paper ones do lift a little bit easier than my Infinite Lotus vellums. My Infinite Lotus vellums don't lift from what I've seen, but my cloth and paper ones always do. So I try to like weigh it down with a weighted or thicker dashboard. So that's what we have here. And you'll kind of notice that in my planner, I like to put them in front so that way it weighs it down so they don't lift. But we have the upcoming for the title. This is the Vellum 2025 Year at a Glance. And then this is the holidays and observances list. And then we go into the pullout. And so I really like the pullout, but because we're getting closer to the end of the year, I'm more focused on kind of planning 2026. And I haven't really been using this since I have a monthly system that works. I've noticed that since I had, I've been going back and forth with monthlies. This was reliable because I had it in here, but now that I have a consistent monthly insert, I'm not using this less. So what I think, or I'm using this less. And so it does take up some space. So what I'm going to do is actually remove this for the November setup. And then I think I'm actually going to put in my 2026 quarterly inserts for pre-planning. I did, again, move things around. So I currently created, and we'll get into this for details, instead of having this as the note section, I just put these in here so I can plan out the year. But I think what I'm going to do is move them here, and that way it's also already set up for 2026, and then just take this out because I won't need it anymore. So it's for sure coming out. It's either between the 2026 inserts that'll go in here or the monthly. I'll have a November setup video where I'll cover what I choose because I'll probably play around with it. But yeah, this is for sure being removed. And again, it's not that I don't like it, it's just that right now I'm not really using it, and I don't see myself really using it since I have the monthlies, and I've been referring to those more. Like I haven't touched this, and so that's how I know I'm not using it, right? And so I can take it out. So we have that. And then we go into the second tab, which is the schedule. And so I have these top tabs here from cloth and paper. So we have the agenda, and then this is where the monthlies are. This month I did get my, let me show you all September. And then see, you can see that I'm really in here, really using them. So I just prefer to stay with that. And especially now that I have a tab here, I am a tab person. I like to have everything behind a tab divider, and then I like to have bookmarks wherever I can so I can easily flip to things. That's a personal preference. Some people find it a lot. I find it that I need it because I just like ease of use. And so I have these that came in. So I have this month an inbox and a this week from Infinite Lotus. I'll have everything linked below that I can link, but I can easily flip through here. What I'm debating on changing is I don't like that it's behind this tab. So I think I'm going to, I know I'm going to create a new work section. I'll get into that at the end. And so I think I'm going to use these top tab dividers for work versus the schedule section, just because it's too much, I think, under one tab here. And I kind of don't like the setup because it's currently monthly. And excuse me, the weather's changing, so I'm fighting a cold. But we have monthly, and then we go into my inbox, which is my tasks and to-dos. And so that's here. And then we go into just general note inserts. And so I think all this can be in separate tabs. So I'm gonna take this out from this section. I think I'll just keep it as the monthly if I don't move the monthly up, and then have the inbox be its own tab versus behind here, and then the memos I can move towards the back. So these will be removed for the November, and it's just for more, like, again, ease of use for me. And so I just don't like the way that these double up, and I think I can better use these for work since I want to incorporate a work section in here. So that's something that will change, but so far it's not that it has been working, I haven't used it, so not as frequently, and I just prefer my inbox to be on its own tab, honestly. So we're gonna move that around. This next tab is my weekly, and so this is what I was saying with like, see, you see the vellum, I have this thicker one here so that it can weigh it down and make it easier to, so it doesn't lift. But I have the Kanban dashboard, the in progress, and then the work in progress line dashboard. Love how that's layered too. And then I have the weekly horizontals, which I got this month to try out, and y'all, I am loving them so much. I'm definitely going to order these for 2026. I am gonna wait till Black Friday because you get them on sale. Since I know what I'm gonna use, I'd rather, like, I won't need them till 2026, right? So I'll just wait until Black Friday to order them, but I will be getting these for this planner as my main inserts for 2026. But again, just loving them so much. I have the full, or the rest of the year in here, and that way I can plan out whatever I need. If I do need space when I create that work section, I might just take out December but keep previous month or current month and next month. We'll see. But right now I just have the full, or the rest of the year in here because it can fit. So right now what I really like is that this is all of my plans, right? So all of the schedules, everything that's like important, including my inbox. And then this next tab section is my like lists and reference, and so I like that it's categorized like that, and so I'm trying to lean more that way. We'll see what happens. But I also have two sets of dividers in here that I have kind of just swapped around. So this is the editorial and the other are the spotlight vellum dividers from Cloth and Paper, and so they're the same size and I love them both. But just to mix it up, I just moved one of the tabs here so that every other tab is from one of the sets. So editorial, spotlight, editorial, spotlight, editorial, spotlight. And that way they just like all blend together, you know, and I kind of just like how it looks too, but, and how it layers. I might move it around, we'll see, but I do like how this works. So here's this first set of tabs. So this is my archive, so my list section, which is very important because I'm just a list oriented person. I found my bat paper clip when I was organizing and looking for the lights, and so I have it clipped to my orders since I mentioned I have a lot of orders coming in. And so I just think this is so cute. It's from an 8LOTUS something other, I can't remember last year, but I love it. I'm so glad I found it. So here is my order tracker. This is the main thing that I've been using in the lists. And then here's the Cloth and Paper order that I mentioned that I want to go over in this video. So I ordered a new dashboard set. So similar to like how this is, what I plan to do is use this one for personal, and then when I create the work section, use that dashboard set in the back so that it separates it since it's larger than a regular dashboard, and that'll be my work section. I'm gonna have confidential information in there, so I can't share it. I'll share the setup and I'll share like what's working, what's not, but I won't be able to share the actual content. So I do apologize for that, but that's just something that I won't be able to do, but I need it to be functional, so I have to put in confidential information in there. I also ordered the new vellum side tabs. So one of the summer subscription boxes, there was the red side tabs. I did get the black one because that's the new color that came out, because I have been loving their vellum dashboards. They're made differently than the vellum inserts that lift, because so far I found that these haven't lifted. So I did get the side monthly tabs for the work section. This is ultimately for the work section. And so that new dashboards and the tabs will be used for those, or for that new section. And again, we'll set that up together. And I'll still provide updates on it. But I did get those. Once those came out, I finally wanted enough stuff to warrant any order. Also, I have been asked, I'm not doing the November sum box from Cloth and Paper. I don't want the new planner, and so that's like the main theme of the box. So I am skipping this month as well. The only one that I will get is the Infinite Lotus sub box for the A5 size, but I mentioned to a few people that if I don't like the main item in a box, then I will likely not get the box if I have the option. I'd rather spend the money to place an order of things I actually want and will use and need, and then wait for the items of the sub box to come out that I do want, because I think there was like a dashboard in there that I want. But otherwise I didn't really need anything else or want anything else. And so I did skip the November box. I will see what the December box is, but I think it's usually like a sampler set for inserts, which I really don't need. So if that is the case, I'll probably skip December too, and I'll keep y'all updated. But not doing the cloth and paper sub box. Instead, I placed this order. Something that I do recommend, if you don't want everything in the box, just wait and then order what you do need or want with that money, right? So that's what I did. I always spent a little bit more than what you would for the sub box, but that's typically my like mindset when it comes to sub boxes, is if I'm not going to use majority of the items, I probably will lean away from it. I know with at least the Infinite Lotus one, there's different style inserts and dashboards, and I use majority of it where it warrants it. Cloth and paper, not so much. So, because I feel like there's just so many accessories and I don't need that many accessories, especially since I've been getting rid of stuff. So I am skipping November. I'll likely skip December because I feel like I never liked the December box just because of the main items that come in it, but we'll see what January looks like, and then I'll update y'all on what December looks like. So little on that, little on the upcoming order. And then I just have the rest of my list in here as well. These are all from Infinite Lotus. And then we go into my reading section, which I love. This is the reading list. I did just keep the reading list in here. I did have additional inserts in here to like write about the Star Wars books that I read, but I haven't really been reading that much, and so I just took it out because it was wasted space. Whenever I do get back into reading more, I will put those back in here, but for now, this is just whatever I am reading. So we have those. And then, as I mentioned, this is my 2026 pre-planning section, but we will move it. I think it'll temporarily be a work section or just my notes. So since I'm removing, oh, let me show you all these. So these are from ROSIE PAPETERIE. And so it's just the quarterly inserts, but I will be using these for 2026. They'll be moved up front instead of the pull out, right? And that's another reason too. I think I just want to move these up here because I'm already going to be using them for 2026. But it is still like 3 months away, you know, or I guess like 2 months away since the end of October. But again, we'll see. If anything, I might just make this the notes section, and then after that we'll have the new work section. So that is the updates, kind of what my mind's at, what worked, what didn't. And yeah, other than that, I think that is going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and thank you guys so much for watching.